You are high.
I'm gonna let you
Hi,
introduce it.
welcome to Unscripted. Here today we're talking to the lovely Bougie, aka Augusta.
Hi.
And I'm Tabitha Bass, and on my lovely right is my boyfriend Juan Ortega and co-host. So what we're doing today is we're talking a lot about to Bougie, a lot about her artistry, like who she is, what she does, like her inspirations. So yeah, tell us a little bit about like how you got started and like what your connection to writing is. You're silly.
Haven't talked in a second.
Oh, I know your throat's probably dry.
Yeah.
Go ahead, get you some water.
I have some honey if you want it.
Lemon tea.
Dead.
You got lemon tea?
don't think we have
That's all right.
We have limes.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. We have two up there.
Oh,
In the bowl.
Throw them in a pot of water. Turn it on for me. Give it some honey. I'll take that.
that's some country
Yeah,
shit.
don't tell me.
That's how I know you
Don't tell
country.
me because I'll do it.
I'll
do it right now.
Like you.
I'm that person. I was like, all right, let's make you some tea. All right, but
love
getting
damn
back
tea.
to it, I love tea so much. Green tea. So yeah, let's go back to where did your inspiration come from as a kid? Like when you started writing?
So, my mom, she used to always write poems and stuff like that, and I always thought that was so nice because I'm not used to seeing her express like her being artistic. Even though like she's always been like creative and stuff like that, but it's been more like I don't know, like a creative and like survival type of thing. So like actually seeing her like expressing herself and something like that, I was like, wow, you know.
Dope.
And she shared it with you?
Yeah, like she would always share her poems and stuff like that. So
At a young age.
yeah, and so I would just start writing, and then like always my best friend in elementary, like we were really close and we would always spend all the time together, and she was very creative, and like I like that because it's like I knew what I wanted, but she was always good with like putting it together, you know. So
No, that definitely
she would
makes
write
sense.
plays, and then I got into writing plays, and then like
Yes.
but music wise, I would always like all my poems will always end up turning into songs because they would have a melody to it. But I just didn't know like what I would do with it. You know what I'm saying?
So
So,
you feel
I left
like
it as
so
a
you're
poem.
like, but you would have like
You already had that
it's always,
naturally.
Like, you already had that naturally of it being like you already had that musicality. Like that was just like you like could feel it like as you were like you knew exactly like in your head what you wanted it to be. You just didn't know how to like express it.
I didn't ever think. Okay, it was crazy because like in elementary, when the Cheetah Girl was out,
Yes.
That was iconic.
Yes.
Always wanted
Actually,
to be
they
Ellie.
changed
Yes.
lives. The Cheetah Girls changed
I
lives.
Cheetah
swear,
Girls.
I swear. And you know, like all little girls want to have it, so I had my friend group and always wanted to be Galleria.
Yes. Oh my! I always wanted to be Doe
No,
because I'm a dancer.
no.
So I wanted to be Doe.
Which one
Like
did
I
you wanna
wanted
be?
to be. She's Galleria.
It was Raven.
Galleria.
Raven.
Oh, Raven.
And I always wanted to be like the hip hop salsa.
I liked her too.
Oh, I know.
They were all fun.
They were all great.
But yeah, so I would have that, and then it's funny because my sister and my little cousin, we had like a little singer group. I was always the rapper because I didn't have confidence in like singing and stuff like that. Like I would do a little hum and stuff, but they were
Right.
singers.
Yeah.
And then what did I? Is that it? Yeah, it was just like you know, like I'm always into music and stuff like
Right.
that, always. But it's just
And always having people
I never
to like sing
thought
with.
about it. Yeah,
But you never thought about singing?
no.
So how did you, are you still so in your music? I haven't listened to quite enough of it yet, but like, do you feel like you are more open to singing now?
Yeah.
So how,
But-
what was that like?
It was scary because so I had a song that I had wrote, and it's like a old like that's what I'm kind of obsessed with the Hollywood glamour, so like that jazz type of vibe to it.
Right.
And I always used to hum it and stuff like that, and I'm like, I really like this song, but like what the fuck would I do with it? Like,
Right.
like
Oh my God, I feel that literally all I feel, yes.
like I
Absolutely.
can't, like you know what I'm saying. At my point, I'm like I can't sing.
It's not even that, it's just like, you have the musicality, but it's like, how would I do that?
How do I fit?
How do I do
How
that?
does it fit with me? So I had that, and so I would always do that. And then I was just like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna start doing music. Like, I have nothing else to lose. And then also, like, I've always been on stages. Like, not even knowing, like, it was kind of preparing me for this. Like, step shows.
You did step.
Yeah, it was step team, drill team.
I did step.
See, I love step.
I love step so much.
I did.
It's one of my favorites.
And like that. I did dance in high school. You know, I did like underground nightlife dance. So like it's just always been like a stage to be on. So like,
yeah,
you like the stage?
Yeah, I guess subconsciously.
It feels so like the stage. There's
The
literally
stage does feel good.
there's no other place like it. Like being on stage, especially like doing like especially singing and like how connected you are to
that point. Like when I stopped getting so nervous.
Why do you get nervous though?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was saying she has she does singing lessons.
Oh, you do too?
Yeah.
You do stage coach too?
I do.
Okay.
It's a woman of many
I
traits.
do. I literally do everything.
Let me ask you this.
I do confidence coaching and like that kind of stuff and like really like how do you because it's hard. Like I went through so much stage fright, like especially in high school. It's like going through that like stage fright and going through that like I would literally like shake. Like even if I when I was in high school choir, I would literally I had like my vocal teacher like came up to me one day and he was just like, here, I'm giving you this mic. It's the first time I've ever had a mic. And and I was standing there and I was supposed to sing like just like 8 bars, not maybe 4 bars of music. I was shaking.
Your leg?
I literally like was like this. And I was trying to like grab the mic. Like it was like that. No, I had terrible stage fright. And then on top of that, like, oh my God, one time in choir, the first time I actually had to sing like a classical piece. I literally like I sang my song. It was my first recital. I sang my song and then I ran outside and like just like literally like just like collapsed in like terror. Like it's terrifying. Like getting over stage fright is terrifying.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And like now it's like I have sang on national stages. Like I have international stages. Like I was singing in Germany in 2018 and 2017.
That's amazing. I don't look, I'm gonna
There's no reason. The thing is, all you have to do, I don't know if anyone wants this.
I'll hit it. You ain't gotta ask me. Let me stop.
I'm dead.
Well, see, it was different for me, like, when I came into when I started doing the music, because I did do the song that was singing, but when I started, like, writing songs to record, it was more rap songs.
Yeah.
So, like, it was easier for me to perform that than, like, something actually holding
So it's
a tune.
a comfort.
Yeah.
It's a level of comfort, and that's where you have to, like, step out of that comfort and into...
Because, like,
the person that you want to be. Literally, right. And that's totally fine. The thing is, you just like, the thing is, instead of telling yourself that you're nervous, I literally learned this trick. Instead of telling yourself that you're nervous, tell yourself you're excited. No, you're going to do.
I'm going to do it.
You're going to do it.
I'm going to do
it. You have to, all you literally have to do to make yourself into the person you want to be is just tell myself, I am going to do it.
Facts.
I am doing it. Like, I am doing this. I am capable. I will have $1 million in my account. I will be. I literally, right? You excited, right? No, because that's a life, and it's not silly. It's not silly at all to want that. It's not. I literally, all my heels, I want to be Louboutin. Like, you have no, and the thing is, we're scared. The reason we are scared is out of shame. Because we've been guilted into it.
That's true.
Like, that's literally all it is being terrified that people are going to judge you. Ooh. And you're judging yourself because of it.
That's true.
And, like, that's what we have to get past. Is like, why the fuck do I care about these people? I literally made that decision. Juan was there with Phoenix this week.
Oh, whoa.
That was like a life change. It literally like it felt like I was waking up.
Right.
it was odd. And it feels weird because it's it's a breakthrough. You mentally break through. Because it's now I was sitting there, I was like, I was helping my grandmother like clean up, right? Just to make extra money. And they come outside. I mean, just doing, anyway. So I come outside and they're like, my mother and my grandmother are standing there. And it was just this weird moment of like my mother having like a stare down with me over my dog. She has literally like she would take my like dogs, like she would take my dog so that I couldn't see him. But it's okay because I literally had that breakthrough of like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, what am I actually doing here? Like, why am I doing that? And literally that same day or the day after, you and I literally went and got jobs.
Oh, that's true. We did.
I was like, fuck this shit. My mother had a stare down. She was like trying to, and she got mad. Like in that moment, I was looking at her and I was like, I cannot do, like, you have to get so fed up with yourself. Like, that's the thing. Like, you have to get like, you have to get mad. You have to be mad at yourself. Like, that's and it's hard. It's hard to accept that you're mad at yourself for, like, way things went. But that's the only way you're going to forgive yourself and be able to look at a situation and be like, why the fuck am I here? Like, why am I here? Why am I in this place? What do I actually want? I want to be in LA. I want to see some fucking palm trees. I'm trying to, like, live in limousines, but do my actions actually reflect where I'm going?
I'm trying to think of this when my next performance.
I'm sorry, I went into a little, like,
no, it was good.
That's what the podcast is for.
That's what
it's just giving, yeah. But
No,
I feel like that's like
beautiful.
a great, and it's great because now it's like
I think we all have those discoveries.
Even now, like, I had a lot of shame, and like I feel like after that event, like, it was an event for me because I literally came back and I felt different. Like, when you just feel like you feel different.
Like, it's just your mind is just like, okay, it can't go back to.
Can I ask a question?
Right. Yes.
So, when did you make the conscious decision to start really like pursuing your career? Like, because I feel like every artist has this where like we've loved something since like, you know, when we were kids, right? And it's just always been something that we just like loved, but we didn't like know what it meant yet. But like, I feel like every artist has that moment where they're like, oh shit, wait a minute, I'm kind of good at this. I could make a lot of money from this. Like, fuck this, I'm gonna do it. And I feel like you're there. Like, when do you think when did you start making that decision that you wanted to really like take this to the next level? Like, what caused that?
Because I always knew like I was supposed to be doing something similar to this, not exactly this though.
Yeah, like a gut feeling.
Yeah, like it's just like something like it because like even though when I was in school, I wanted to go in school for like nursing and stuff like that. That was only just because like the stable money, you know what I'm saying? But I knew I knew I wouldn't be happy there. Like I knew I wouldn't have been happy in that type of place. So then I get to music and like I start writing it and then I finally like record something. And then I have a whole like app, it's called Rhymebook, and I have so many songs, so many like, you know what I'm saying, like different things, and it's just like, girl, like you could literally, people are getting paid for this, like you can get paid for this, like you've been practicing your whole life. So that was probably like when I started putting my music out, like 2019.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I had to have people like tell me, you know what I'm saying, like just like, okay, it's actually a good song, and like
you needed that validation, and that's
that's all you need.
That's really
that's all you need sometimes. It's
and
just
you need that like self
power momentum.
Yeah, and power momentum. It's like, oh, people are like actually like I am good at this.
Yeah, and I think the power momentum is really important when it comes to artistry because like just doing stuff like this, for example, right now, everyone included, even Jay behind the scenes.
Hey Jay.
We're all doing things that are pushing us forward. And that's what's important about it. And like a lot of people get tripped up on like, oh, I'm not on stage with like 1,000 people. I don't have the clout. I don't have the likes. I'm not doing this at a big level. And like, so it's invalid, you know, but you gotta love the grunt work and like the hustle of it. Cause like each day, if you keep going forward with something, the universe and God is gonna reward you. You gotta. It's like
You gotta show up.
you're asking for this big gift of abundance.
Facts.
You're like, God, the world, the universe, whatever you believe in, please give this to me. You know, I deserve it. I want to be rich. I want to be successful. I want to I want to get whatever I want. But then, how consistent do people show up like this?
Right.
And that's you can get it, but you got to show up. You got to show that this gift is worth it.
That's like because I also put together my own shows for like female artists.
That's
It's
awesome.
called Carolina Honeys. And so, like, it don't be a lot of people like that because we were building and stuff. So I'm going to have some more shows also this year.
Heyo.
But a lot of people, not at my shows, of course, because the girls are good. But, like, even going to other shows, like, it'll be, like, maybe 10 people in the crowd. And you hear someone that's performing, like, nobody's here. But it's like, you still got to perform. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still have to
practice.
Like, this is practice. Like, if you... the person that you think you are were to go onto a big stage, it don't matter how many people are, they don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you're still not going to be able to do it.
And it feels different.
And if you don't have to practice, it's going to be cheeks.
Right. Like, it's going to...
You have to already, like, be that person.
You got to, that's true. You have to be that person. You need your jacket?
She needs her jacket.
Yes.
We're going to take a break.
Maybe I think...
Oh, can I go get it?
Yeah, we can take a 5.
I'm sorry. I don't need it. It's right here.
Oh.
I would have to crop you out. I don't want you can't bring this. You know.
You also have hair all over.
No, I don't have stains. You know, like
You do. You have a stain right there.
damn. Is this one noticeable? I'm gonna look at it.
I doubt it.
I'm gonna look at it. I'm just trying to like.
I was just being nosy. I turned the level up on the.
Oh,
mouse
you're
over
silly.
here. Yeah.
I was complaining about stain. You need to change.
All right, I'll change.
You have cat hair. Oh,
We'll just crop in on Augusta for all this.
that's fine.
If I just let me see it.
No, stop it.
I know. I just want to see it.
All right. So we're gonna
cut.